radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers. On Station Head in the description.
Hey babes, and welcome back to Jazz's Angel Number Tarot. It is a different vibe over here because today we're tapping into the sign of Capricorn for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Wherever you have the Capricorn placement in your chart, you can apply this too. Before you get started, check me out on Etsy if you'd like your own private tarot reading. For your protection, that's the only place, the only way you can get a private reading from me. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel and check out my free radio show. It's live. We pull cards, we listen to music, and playbacks are in the app below, so check all of that out. Other than that, Capricorn, the messages are already coming out for you guys. Woo, this is very powerful. First of all of these are divine masculine. This entire deck has masculine and feminine energies in them. There's, you know, goddesses and things like that in here. So just to let you know, this deck is not ruled by divine masculine, but every single energy that came out for you guys is divine masculine. So there's a lot of power around you, Capricorn. I feel like you guys are going to be in your masculine energy for a little bit. We have Sanat Kumara with light activation. This one says, shine your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. So the universe is definitely telling you to trust what you're feeling right now. Trust what you're thinking right now. It is all happening for a reason. This is your light activating. You are, you know, powerful. There's a lot of affirmation coming through here as well. We have Kathumi with the cloak of wisdom. You already know the answers you seek. Trust what you know. So, you know, honestly, I get this energy of striking. I do. I get this energy of striking an opportunity. Honestly, it feels like war. It feels like war a little bit here. It feels like you're having to strike back at someone or something. Your manager could be coming to you trying to tell you something is your fault in the workplace, and you're having to really stand your ground and say, no, this and this and this are the facts. Let's look at the facts here. You're gonna have to stand your ground, stand up for yourself, and speak up to someone this week. We have Master Jesus with forgiveness. You are on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father, healing is possible at this time. So even though you are having to stand up for yourself, even though you're having to kind of, you know, show your position where you stand, there's still this message here, Capricorn, of not being overly aggressive or not allowing these things to make you feel away. Doing what you have to do, but not being negatively affected by the situation. There's a need to emotionally disconnect from what is happening here. We have Odin with psychic insight. Your third eye is open. See the truth for what it is. Follow your intuition. Follow your intuition. That's an action-oriented thing to do. So there's, like I said, definitely a need to act on your thoughts and feelings this week. It is necessary. There's something that's going to happen. Don't allow it to be one of those, you know, coulda, shoulda, woulda situations where you didn't say what you wanted to say, you didn't do what you wanted to do, and you kind of regret it for months or even years, depending on whatever it is. I remember I had this manager that wasn't supporting the team, and our team was kind of honestly starting to fail at that job. And I scheduled a meeting with her. I had a conversation with her, and I'm like, listen, these are all of the reasons why we're not supported. These are all of the reasons, you know, why the team is doing the way it is, and these are the things that we need from you. Because I didn't want to get fired from that job once, you know, the block is getting hot. Like, man, I should have said something. No, I'm going to tell you up front. That's exactly what this spread is telling you so far, Capricorn. There is something you're going to feel in your spirit. Speak up for yourself. No one is going to give you the perfect opportunity. I don't feel that that's what this is. I feel like this is something that you're having to go out of your way to act on. And, you know, that is that inkling that you have, that feeling. That's what you would be looking for to tell you what to do. But there is something you're going to have to act on. And like I said, it feels kind of like a tough energy. We have El Moria with awakening presence. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. So this is about going in as level-headed, as balanced as you can, you know, not kicking a dog when it's down, not going out of your way to hurt someone, make someone feel bad, but just to be very matter-of-fact about things, get her done, and get out of there, to be honest. Do what you need to do and go about your business. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Yeah, definitely walking away from the way things were. We have the Three of Swords in reverse and the Two of Cups here. So that's a message of replacing, you know, yeah, this is coming through as past actions, especially with the Eight of Cups, that walking away from the way that things used to be. This could even be walking away from a person that doesn't have the ability to provide you with anything moving forward, or someone who broke you, replacing that energy with true love. This could be romantic, this could be platonic, this could be respect even, especially if we're talking about a workplace, you know, situation. We got a lot of cups here, so it's looking like this may have something to do with romance. But if people aren't giving you what you need, if people aren't respecting you, if people aren't putting respect on your name, Capricorn, you're gonna have to speak up about it. And it's not about teaching someone a lesson to the point where, you know, you're kicking the already hollering dog. It's like an energy of being very precise with, you know, the truth and going about your business. It's not about going out of your way to go tit for tat with someone and try to hurt them. Now with this World card in reverse and the Strength card, this is looking like a lesson learned. This is looking like something that you're walking away from. Other people and how they react, you know, will determine what actually happens in the situation, but this is what you're choosing to do. So if you stand your ground with someone and you say, I'm walking away from this situation, I'm choosing me, I'm choosing my strength, my peace, because this situation is not on the up and up, someone may get themselves together, get in a you don't know what you've got till it's gone energy and come back, or make it up to you. But this is what you're choosing to do regardless. Whether or not you stick to that will, you know, depend on if they're actually willing to offer you something. But I just get this energy, Capricorn, of not letting things slide. You've let too much slide, and it's time to get ziplocked tight on your protection. And, you know, life is literally the yin and the yang. There's good and bad, and there is bad and good. And you can't just live in the light all the time. Sometimes you have to activate your darkness, because guess what? Otherwise you're going to get ran over. At the bottom of the deck we got the Queen of Swords here, okay? Which is actually the yin and the yang, because even though it's the Queen of Swords, she sits in her masculine energy a lot of the time, and you do not mess with her. That's just on period. Like, she does not play those games. So this is an energy of being balanced, you know, with love. Respectfully, I'm gonna shut this down. Respectfully, I'm gonna stand up for myself. Respectfully, this isn't gonna happen anymore, and I'm gonna communicate to you exactly all the ways you have me effed up. With love, respectfully, you know. Because unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, it's just what it is. We live in a dualistic world. We live in a yin and yang world where there's light and there's darkness. So if you just want to, like, you know, have this illusion that only the light is the only thing in your life, you're gonna set yourself up to really get hurt out here when the inevitable happens and you're exposed to other energies that exist on this plane. So let's see. Six of Swords in reverse and the Five of Cups. Yeah, it's kind of putting a bad taste in your mouth, to be honest, Capricorn. It's a bit disturbing. Like, this doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good to have to do this. I was trying to explain this energy to someone the other day. They were like, I don't understand people. And it's like, sometimes you have to do things and it still hurts you. And this is one of those situations. It's like, I don't want to have to be so tough and hard with you, but you keep trying me and playing with me, you know? And that's the situation. It's not like it makes you feel good to have to be the divine masculine to lay down the hammer, but you do. Page of Cups, to protect yourself, to protect your inner child, to protect the most vulnerable parts of you. Maybe you started to share your heart with someone and then they got entitled to it, so they start playing in your face. You're having to end that. And we have the Queen of Coins here. It's so that you can continue to grow. And it's like, this is just it, you know, Queen of Coins, that's really coming through as like what do they call it when parents tough love. It really feels like tough love, you know. You're kind of teaching the people around you how to treat you. I'm going to keep this one since it flipped over. Let's see what else wants to come out. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. See? We have keep an open mind and keep an open mind and heart-to-heart conversations. So it's like you have to teach people how to treat you. You have to show them. People are going to try you, but you have to kind of condition them like, this is what I will and will not accept. The last person they dated may have dealt with that. You have to show them this isn't that. And it doesn't feel good to you, and it can be nerve-wracking to you, but the universe is saying to trust yourself. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. A lot of honest conversations need to happen this week, and they're going to happen. For a lot of you, you're going to have to go out of your way to initiate this conversation. This isn't something that's naturally just going to happen. You're not going to get the perfect opportunity to tell someone about themselves, because people who try to get the most out of you are going to avoid that conversation at all costs. So if you understand that, you have to also understand that you may have to go out of your way to initiate this. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Maybe you expect the soulmate connection to happen in a very serendipitous, magical kind of way. That's not reality. We live with the light and the dark. So you have to understand that someone may, you know, initially come to you and they may try to play games, but they may still be the one for you. You just have to show them like, nope, this isn't that. And then they kind of like wake up and they snap back to it and they're like, oh yeah, you're right. We have this could be the one in true love, you guys. This is a lot, you know. I wouldn't miss out on this by being anal about how it has to happen. You know, don't finesse yourself out of the one just because you expected it to come through a certain way. You expected it to happen a certain way. We're dealing with people with free will here. We don't get to control how someone acts. You've already met the romantic partner you seek is what it says at the bottom of that card. This person is coming through soon. They may actually already be here because there's already a conversation that needs to be had. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is already here. Otherwise, time is an illusion. These cards word, you know, things like time is a real thing in the spread. It isn't. Just be aware that this person coming through to your life, they are going to try you a little bit, and you're going to have to keep them on track. And that's a lesson within itself of the universe kind of checking your temperature, seeing if you're even ready for this level of a connection. Like, do you have the ability to defend yourself, stand up for yourself, or are you just going to accept the scraps and allow someone, you know, partnership, you have to hold, both people have to be held accountable. And that's the beauty of partnership. You have someone to hold you accountable. So allow yourself to hold someone accountable, and they will be able to do that for you as well when you need it. True love, this is the romance of a lifetime. Like I said, like, we're dealing with a higher level of connection here. I wouldn't allow this to go to the wayside just because you don't want to initiate a conversation, or just because, well, if it really is true love, it shouldn't be like that. Babes, please. The reality that we live in just doesn't work that way. You know, and we can say that and really feel that and believe that, but, you know, it's just reality unfortunately doesn't work that way. We can't control those things. Worth waiting for and playfulness. So even if there is a break, even if someone needs some time to process what you've said, what you've done, they want to throw a hissy fit, it may even be a test in itself. Them seeing like, okay, are they gonna, you know, come back and say, oh, I'm sorry, I overreacted. No, give them space. It's worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Allow someone the time to process what you've said and, you know, what you're on. Playfulness to recapture romance. Allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine is what that one says. So, yeah. It's like more about balance. I would say 65% masculine energy. Is that 35? 35% feminine energy, because the universe is saying, you know, be playful. Oh, here's a red flag. Look at this. We got the jealousy card that just came up. So after this conversation, someone is trying to make you jealous to see if you will, and vampire. Someone is trying to get your energy from you, suck your energy from you by making you jealous. You know, get the most out of you by, you know, fooling you to believe that you're replaceable and you're just not. But that's something that you have to know within. That way you won't be persuaded by, you know, what other people are trying to do to have their way. That's definitely someone trying to force things to go in their way. We have worth waiting for, or sorry, it says wait a little bit longer, and fun times with friends. So if someone tries to make you jealous, the universe is saying, listen, Capricorn, go about your business, have fun with friends, ignore it. Ignore it until they can, you know, fight and fight and fight until they tire themselves out, so you can eventually win here. And I honestly feel like there is a win. Definitely a win in the midst for you guys, but you do have to ensure that that happens by standing your ground. We have put a ring on it and too many cooks in the kitchen. You have to show someone, listen, there's too many outside people involved, or there's too much going on in this situation. We're going to have to simplify this together, and you're going to have to, you know, get in alignment with what it is that I'm looking for, or I'm going to go about my way. So it kind of feels like an ultimatum, but it's chess, not checkers. It's not, you know, straightforward like that. We have the Tempter and Chemistry. So there's, oh, and there's Show Love under that. I didn't even see that one. Chemistry and show love. Yeah, the universe is saying you can still be, you know, nice to this person, have an open heart towards this person, but if they're not able to provide you what it is that, you know, you need moving forward, regardless of the chemistry, you're going to have to move forward alone then. And we have the Tempter card here. So honestly, I feel like this person is in a space where they've worked through their own, you know, karmic lesson, and they're kind of faced with, okay, am I actually ready to be in another long-term commitment? Is how this feels. Like, am I ready to be in a long-term commitment, or do I still want to, you know, play around with all these options here? They're kind of being faced with that ultimatum from the universe as well through you. So they'll have to make their decision, but regardless, Capricorn, you have to give them that decision to make so that you can move forward and they can as well. So that's what I got for you guys. Check me out on Etsy in the description below if you'd like your own private tarot reading. For your protection, that's the only place, the only way you can get a private reading from me. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel. Also, check out my free radio show in the description. It's another way to connect with me. And playbacks are on the app below. It is super fun, you guys. And that is what I have for you. I love you. Be careful what you wish for. And I will see you in the next one.
Tune into my radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description.